Thanks to Epic Games for sponsoring this video. Use my link below to download Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order yourself from the Epic Games Store. Every single day, Sony and Microsoft are releasing leaks about their next-generation consoles. But what's real and what's fake? There's no doubt that the PS5 and Xbox Two are going to completely change console gaming forever. But it's time to separate fact from fiction. Did Microsoft reveal a fake design leak? What's with all those Sony patents that they've been filing? And which one of the companies is breaking back into the world of portable gaming? We have all the details, including some exclusive PS5 information Sony didn't want getting out to the public just yet. Okay. We are not here to dupe you. No clickbait, false promises, or overhype. Just some true gaming talk. And Grand Theft Auto 6. But more on that later. First, let's focus on the console themselves. Even before the Project Scarlett or the PS5 was announced, we've been hearing rumors about the next generation of consoles. I mean, check out this bad boy that's spread like wildfire through the web. It's so futuristic and totally fake. Well, if we could see a realistic deepfake of Dwayne Johnson's face on Danny DeVito's body, then it's pretty easy to fall for some of these console concepts. The dead giveaway for this one? The curved design. Not only would it be awful for any type of entertainment center, but what would we stack our current crop of favorite games on top of? For some true design concepts, we have to turn to the aisles of GameStop, where the console whisperers linger in hidden details. Just kidding, we're talking about the patent offices, of course. Sony, based in Japan, tries to slyly file their patents off US soil, but we're on to them, and boy did they give some great details. One of the more recent filings, the new DualShock 5 controller. Oh yeah! Check this outline out. You can practically visualize the final design. But while this DualShock 5 will likely go into production, there's some cases where Sony knows those patents will get released and may be using the public leaks to test the waters a little bit. We've all been there, sticking one toe into the pool just to check the water temperature, or perhaps one foot in the lake as a quick check for snakes. Either way, Sony once showcased a portable system design patent back in 2017, a design that looked suspiciously like the Switch. A DualShock controller was seemingly split in two around a portable screen, manufactured that way, not snapped in half from another last-second loss in Madden. Yeah, that test design turned out to be nothing but hype. A test to see if Sony could get into the portable world again after the Vita crashed and burned. Anyways, the current patents point to some juicy new goods, and Microsoft is busy at the patent office as well. Digging deep into the archives, we've discovered the offspring of the Kinect, the Microsoft VR. In an effort to prevent falls, bumps, and injuries, the gaming company filed a patent for a VR boundary mat, all but confirming the console's deep dive into the VR world. And we know after the hit or miss of the Kinect, we can all be a little weary about an Xbox VR system. Hopefully, we're not treated to VR games like the one where you take a stroll through a digital Disney park without experiencing the true thrill of the rides. Or that great atmosphere. And please don't release a VR sequel to Hulk Hogan's Main Event. That awful wrestling game where players would body slam invisible opponents as they stood in front of the TV. This VR has to be better than Kinect, right? We think so. The patent also included motion controls, a camera, and some type of interactive stylus. We're putting our trust back into you, Microsoft. Plus, we kind of have to because we think our Kinect is still spying on us. And speaking of VR, Sony will continue to offer major support for the PSVR with the PS5, including a possible upgrade to the PSVR 2, with even better graphics, controls, and interactive games. Those are all just add-ons though. By the time launch day comes around, we're all ignoring our families on Thanksgiving 2020. The core console will be the only thing that matters. Can we just all agree to change the holiday name to Gamesgiving next year? Maybe some of the stingy parents will even let us open the console early. No one wants to wait until Christmas to play these bad boys. Why? Because they're going to be the most powerful consoles ever released. Right now, both Sony and Microsoft are going back and forth with the power claims, while PC gamers laugh and show off their custom-built monsters. Even with the PC comparison, the specs are pretty sweet. We're talking native 4K gaming, possible 8K options when the format expands, and consoles built on some smooth as butter graphics running at 60 frames per second. How smooth? Well, imagine if the 8-bit Mario suddenly transformed into Channing Tatum. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. And those old-school clunky PS1 Dance Dance Revolution graphics would now look like, say, Channing Tatum again, doing a Magic Mike dance if that game was remade. Okay, yeah, enough Channing Tatum. But if you think it's unrelated to gaming, he actually is a huge Far Cry fan, and got to 97% completion in Far Cry 3, so there's that. Did you know you can use my link below to download Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order yourself? It's available on the Epic Games Store for $59.99. What I particularly like about this game is how natural using all of Cal's force powers feels. Each new fight allows you to try out new combos and attack styles which make every encounter feel unique. Force-pulling stormtroopers from across the map and burying my lightsaber in their bellies never gets old. Or maybe you're more into slowing a group of Inquisitors and slicing through them like butter. The game also doubles down on the creativity by letting you customize things like Cal's appearance and the paint job on the Mantis. Or my personal favorite, customizing your lightsaber. You can unlock and choose from dozens of options. I went with a gold hilt and a gold blade. It was glorious. Download Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order from the Epic Games Store and get a free Stormtrooper skin in Fortnite. And don't forget to use my link below to download Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for yourself. Use my Support a Creator code, thegamervideos, to help support my channel. Both consoles will rely on the AMD Navi technology and incorporate forms of ray tracing graphics. Ray tracing is going to make motion capture performances pretty much look like real life. Textures are gonna pop. And they're gonna pizzazz you so much your grandparents will think you're watching a movie, as opposed to simply playing one of those Nintendo's video units. With all of this raw power, how will the games actually play? Despite each console sporting a 4K Ultra HD disc drive, the game discs we purchase are pretty much a novelty now. Go ahead and start crafting some coasters to sell on Etsy. The games will all be digitally downloaded to a solid-state drive. Discs are no more than annoying proof of receipt to that console. But even with all these upgrades, it's pretty crazy to think about how much Sony is glimpsing into the past. That's right, NES lovers. The cartridge is back, baby. It's not quite what we all think, though. Don't waste your breath yet, there's no excess blowing or jamming of the cartridge needed. The Sony cartridges are another new filing patent that is going to present a whole new way to store games and system content. In the past, once you bought a console, you were locked right in. You reached your limit with space unless your main console became an octopus of USB cords, expansion bays, and so many desperate measures just to squeeze out an extra gig. Well, not only are rumors flying around about a 2 terabyte SSD locked into the console, oh man, but the removable cartridge area will allow for easy expansion, and a whole other way Sony can line their pockets with some great gamer money. Want to double up the space? Yeah, just go snag another 2 terabyte drive. It's only what, $200? Wow, it's getting really cheap. The drives also give game companies the potential to package games directly on them instead of relying on the limited space and features of a disc. Imagine purchasing the whole anthology of Assassin's Creed on a single PS5 drive. Boom! We should be in game marketing by now. That's every game. All of them preloaded right on the drive. Simply pop that bad boy in and no downloads are needed. Well, except for probably the day one patch to fix an annoying floating head glitch or something. Either way, Sony's really trying to branch out to present a different way to game that offers some versatility. But mixing the past and the present isn't just a Sony exclusive. Microsoft knows the years of gaming you've put into the Xbox One, and they aren't just ditching the past with the Xbox Two. One of the biggest leaks to come out recently was the announcement of Xbox Play Anywhere. The feature will be huge for people transitioning to the new console, as games feature on both the Xbox One and Xbox Two will be able to transfer saved game progress and achievements. Oh yeah, and you can also access the games on a PC as well. Ain't no stopping us from playing no games. We all know with each new feature we hear our bank accounts emptying out and can literally see the money flying away, but no worries. Both Sony and Microsoft want us to own the new console. While the advances in technology and inflation changes, the core prices of consoles seem to remain steady, even if the retail cost of games keeps trickling up. And with that, welcome to the console Price is Right! First up, we have the glorious Xbox Two, codenamed Scarlett for her sleek design, deceptive nature, and so much power! We have a bid for $599, ouch, an overbid. Despite the ridiculously overpriced launch of the Xbox One, Microsoft has learned its lesson, as the Xbox Two will retail for $499. Well, now this should make the next round easy. You guessed it, $499 for the PS5. And those will be the standard models. Xbox is already rumored to have some type of bare-bones version similar to the Xbox One recently released with a diskless drive. And of course, there's the special editions. You know, the ones that make us wish we didn't buy that stupid standard model when we could have a Spider-Man design instead. Why they gotta taunt us like that? Also packaged with the base console, a single lonely controller. And man, have we been hearing a lot about these new controllers. First off, let's get the fakes out of the way. This high-concept touchscreen Xbox Two controller? Ugh, it's fake. Ugh. You really think anyone's giving up the physical controls of an analog stick? Yeah, us either. It's like deciding to play your Xbox with an iPhone rather than an actual controller. Want the real one? Well, whip out around $170 and you can have one of your very own. Yep, the Xbox Elite controller is pretty much what we have to look forward to with the Xbox Two. We don't need all that future fancy stuff. This controller's incredible. And it makes backwards compatibility a breeze. No need to spend your days playing the button mapping game for every title you download. Our best view of the new DualShock 5? This connect to the dots patent drawing. Detailed, huh? Well, let's give you a checklist of features. Deep cut analog sticks with more precision and reactions, that's pretty good. Bigger triggers with more adaptive and sensitive pressures, a small hole that may or may not be a microphone, and an upgraded light bar with the ability to have real-life lightsaber duels. Just kidding. The pretty useless light bar is gone, paving the way for a bigger battery and a much better location for the USB-C charging port. With so many rumblings about the new system, there's been plenty of game news coming in as well. The best way to handle all of it? With a quick round of true or false. The Xbox Two will launch with Halo Infinite. True. Get ready for some intense space battles. The PS5 will launch with Grand Theft Auto 6. False. While there are strong rumors the game is in development, a recent leak was a major fake-out and the game would not be done in time for 2020. The PS5 will launch with Gran Turismo 7. True-ish. Sony has yet to confirm, but the mysterious Twitter user PS Erebus has revealed that the car simulator will be a day one launch, and a lot of their info has been right on the money. Ubisoft will be launching games on both consoles. True. You can look forward to the next-gen releases of Watch Dogs Legion, Rainbow Six Quarantine, and Gods and Monsters, but they will also come out on the PS4 and Xbox One. The Xbox Two and PS5 will feature backwards compatibility. True, and even more than you can imagine. At first, Xbox teased us with their glorious details that nearly every Xbox game from the past consoles would work on the Xbox Two, more than likely through some type of emulation. AKA, you stick the disc in the console to prove that you own it, and then you can download the full title. The PS5 was originally focused on the future with only PS4 compatibility, but in recent weeks, Sony has pulled back the curtain and will soon introduce the PlayStation Legacy. In other words, just throw that junky PlayStation Classic in the trash because the PS5 is going to work with every classic PlayStation console. Hello Crash Bandicoot, hello Vice City, and hello Kingdom Hearts. The whole deal is just about getting game publishers on board, but moves like this really help with diehard fan bases. And both companies are taking a step in the right direction with this move. Now players will have a whole library of games to enjoy on the new console instead of starting from scratch. And that's something that we can get on board with. Phew, our minds are a little melted from all that info. How about you? Wait, there's more news coming out? Here we go again. Well, that's it for now, but the console wars are just getting started. Which console are you the most excited about? What currently has the edge? The PS5 or the Xbox Two? Or are you just watching for giggles as you play your Switch? Either way, we want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments and stick around The Gamer for more great video game content. We're releasing new videos every couple of days. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the channel.